Come on, let's roll.
Hey, Genesis? I'm sorry, my eyes are like, I'm on the verge of, excuse me, getting ready to call it a night. I just got the bike and I've been riding around, picking up everyone's packages, and I'm gonna deliver them to Capital Knots. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of story stuff. But thank you for hopping in the stream. Which chapter are you on now? I'm not entirely certain. This is my second stream of this game. I'm about 10 hours in, so maybe probably like the third, fourth. The music is a nice touch. So I'm very much in the beginning of the game. I literally just got the bike like an hour ago. And then my OCD just kicked in. But are you a fan of this game, or you just checking it out? Om. I just finished playing it. Oh wow. Quick question then. What was your game time? Currently hunting from. Oh wow. Is it a difficult platinum to get? I love it. Yeah, I really like this too. I've just been it's a really chill game. Tell me if you agree with this really quick. This is like a it has action, it has story. There's like sneaking and stuff, but like for like I'd say 75% of the game is like chill, just Norman Reedus riding through the world, America. So there's like a lot of downtime. Like I'm it's very relaxing. I like it. It's different. It's very different. And every time I get to some, again, I'm only like 10 hours in, but every time I get a new ability or I get more of the story, I'm like, okay, it's refreshing and clever and chill. Yes, yes, all those things. Oh man. But yeah, I really like it. The only thing I will say is that I can understand that this isn't for 75% of the game. Not a very like for the most part, a lot of games I've streamed just to them by themselves of like, oh, what are you playing? Gets people to come in. But for the most part, everyone that comes here for this is like, we usually have discussions and we talk music and stuff. Just random discussions while I travel the world delivering packages. So it's a very conversation heavy game where we talk about other games, this game specifically, movies. It's like life. It's like real life. Like when I go on hiking with friends and we just, shoot the shit. That's what I do with this game. So it's like I don't know. I get it though. It clicked for me. I was very worried that this game, because I didn't get it until about a week ago, when it was on sale. But I have the baby too. I have a BB, so that's pretty cool. I was very, very... I love all of Kojima's games. I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, and I played Zone of Enders, and I like that. But a lot of people were like, I don't know. It's like, the game's fine. The game's terrible. I'm like, I knew his return to gaming would be something different. He wasn't gonna go full Metal Gear Solid. Although there are aspects, and he does lots of callbacks to Metal Gear Solid, which I am very much enjoying. But yeah, it was on sale. It wasn't anything cheap. I think I saved like $30, but that's that's $30 I can use to feed myself. um, I think you can still get it. It went on sale for an additional 20 on top of the 30. Yeah, this game somehow divided the community. Yeah, but I really like it. But like I said, for the most part, my followers, my regulars that come by, it's turned into a very like I don't know how to describe. It's almost like the game is like a. It makes you think. I like the commentary too about taking the humanity out of like everything, like the drones. We used computers and the robots did everything. But we like it, so everybody has their opinion, right? Yes, indeed. I haven't come across anyone that's, you know, like bashed on the game or anything. But I think the worst it's got is one of my regulars like, the game seems fine. Which was okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, of course, but I really like it. I'm just starting, like I said. I'm like literally 10 hours in. But it's cool. It's very different. It's a Stranding type game. It's like community connection, reconstructionalism. I get to, I bet those people didn't finish the game yet. Probably. I've heard, well, some of my regulars were telling me that a majority of people kind of like, they play it for a while, and then they're like, I think I have my fill, and then they leave. Which is cool. I mean, you do anything, if you do something to the point where you're not enjoying it anymore, it's like, why are you doing it? But man, those last few chapters, so good. Oh, I can't wait. I've heard it's like a 40 to 50 hour game. It'll probably be 50 hours for me. I feel the OCD to deliver stuff. It's like, I get it. I get it. It clicked with me. I get it. But yeah, I really like it. And then congrats too on completing the game and going for the platinum. I'm not too sure if I'll go for the platinum. I really don't go for platinums unless I'm like, oh, I'm only like 10 trophies away. Maybe I'll do it. I finished it in 50 hours without the OCD. Yeah. I've gotten myself into so many situations because I'm like, I'm gonna pick up this, I'm gonna pick up that. I think you're gonna finish around 100. Oh Jesus, 150 hours. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but Jesus. It's been a long time since I played a single game for 150 hours. I think I might do the main story during the stream, and then I'll just do my OCD stuff off the stream. That way everybody wins. It'll be 50 hours on the stream, 150 hours grand total, but I like it. I wouldn't mind if it was that long. Story is Kojima kooky, so I like it. I've always liked his the story, which I think everyone is like, that's one of the shining things about this game is like his story is still Kojima as ever. With time travel and the Death Stranding and the beaches and understanding death and Egyptian way of life and a bunch of stuff. I don't even know how it's gonna connect, but I'm sure it'll all make sense. And then like you just teased with those last few hours. But I really dig it. It's been me having conversations with my viewers, listening to music in between deliveries and then cutscenes, story. So I feel right at home. That's pretty much how Metal Gear Solid went. Just me doing my thing, sneaking, taking my time, talking to people, and then story in between. It's like I feel bad that I ever had the doubt that I wouldn't like this game. You never know. But Let me see. Let me deliver these.
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon. Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies for the people of Port Knot City. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic diversity as they were donated by civilians living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect the Cupid. Now, once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the chiral network. Afterwards, you'll be pushing on to Lake Knot City. So we've included relief supplies for the people there as well. Of course, to get there, you'll need to cross over the lake in between. Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Now, let's see. So you did pre-order the game without knowing how the game would be like. That's how much you trust Kojima. Well, that's good. He definitely didn't let you down. I didn't think I was going to hate the game. I think at worst I was going to find the game okay. Especially since it's his first outside of a Metal Gear, tactical espionage action, which is what he's been known for since the late 80s. So to abandon all of that and to do something brand new while still incorporating aspects of what he does well, it's I don't want to say it would have been hit or miss, but I was like, okay. Normally when you do something for the first time, you suck. and when you do it again, you get better and better and better. So I was prepared for this one. Not to be a dud, but to be like, okay, there's going to be some things. He's probably going to get feedback. The players will be like, this is good, this is good. If we can fix this for part 2 or something, help him refine what he's trying to do. So, but I like it so far. 10 hours in, I really like it. It's a very chill, relaxing. I actually look forward to playing this game every stream. It's refreshing. It's different than anything else I've played in a long time, and I love how all the interactions between there's been so many times I found ropes, ladders, from other players. I'm like, oh, I'll take this, and it's like shortcuts. So everybody helps everybody. And I can't think of a game that does that or ever attempted to do that before this, where it's everyone can literally help each other. So that's pretty cool. I think that's mind blown. But yeah, it's definitely I like to, especially after I play big games, I like to do I usually tend to do indies, or I do something that's very, very outside the norm. I call them palate cleansers. This is definitely like a AAA palate cleanser. It's a big budget, but it's so different. It's outside of mainstream, FPSs, battle royales, fighting games, So it's a good. Again, I think Kojima calls it a Stranding game. So if that's its new genre, then it's definitely good to broaden my horizons and see other types of video games that are out there. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm pretty sure I'll have more to go on once I beat the game, or maybe it'll be more of the same. I'm not too sure, but I really like it. And so far it's been good fun. Me getting into trouble, me getting out of trouble, writing. I don't know, it's very refreshing. Agreed. Oh yeah. Well, those packages.
You that new guy? Sam Bridges? Much obliged. Gotta say, I really appreciate you going the extra mile.
I believe in 10 years' time, people will appreciate this game more. I kind of think the same thing. How it changes people playing the game. Oh, that'll be like that'll be crazy to think. I was thinking that I had like when I unlocked the bike and I started getting more areas, like not areas but structures like that I could use. I could just imagine how barren it was like day one. I mean, it's only been like a month and a half. Actually, like a month and a week. And there's already like people, there's like, you know, I come across all kinds of like keep on keeping on and warning the rain is here. So it's like everyone's literally helping everybody. It can only build. It's crazy. Again, it's like I've never encountered a game quite like this. So I think it may be one of those things where it's like a little too ahead of its time. It's like we didn't know how good it was, and then when we look back, that's like, Jesus. He was able to do that before other games started incorporating it or something. Because I guarantee you, people will be like, okay, how can we take this and incorporate it in our game? First of its kind. Definitely. Like I said, if you're trend setting, you're making something new. It's very difficult to do that, let alone to do it effectively and to do it while being well received. But Kojima was the first to take the leap, so kudos to him. Oh, definitely, yeah. I think a lot of people, well, let me finish this before I complete my last order for the night, but I remember people were like, oh man, it's just because I'll admit, I was super excited when it was first announced. I was like, okay, this could be anything. And then as it became like, he showed more, but he didn't show more. It's like, we've seen more and more of the game, but we don't know what we're doing. And then when it was like, people making the jokes like, oh, you're a postal man. And it's like, so Paperboy in post-apocalyptic Paperboy? And I was like, huh. And then, of course, that's it in simplest terms, broad, very simple, broad generalization. I watched the first trailer 3 years ago. I got excited too. Oh yeah, I think everyone was excited. Sony brought Kojima on stage. We got Kojima with his stairway from heaven coming down to greet us with his Norman Reedus trailer. And I was like, Reedus is in it. Matt Mikkelsen, Bionic Woman, Lindsay Wagner. What the heck? So it's very... I guess what I'm trying to say is like the hype and the imagination of what it, what it could have. No one knew what it was, and the speculation as to what it was like insane. So, and we got Sam Reedus too. Oh yeah. So it's definitely all the A-list, top tier for as far as performances go. All the actors, especially his friends. I've heard Conan O'Brien is in the game. Late night talk show host. So it's he's not afraid to get weird, which is what all his games have, like the kookiness. They're kooky games. Like they don't play by the rules. He does his own thing, and for the most part it's worked. Yeah. So I don't know. Again, I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's gonna go straight to his head, and he's gonna have a flop." And when I started hearing some of um, like the day one reception, it's like, very divisive. Like a lot of people were like, "I don't know if this is such a good game," and then other people that fell in love with it, like, "I can't believe I'm enjoying it this much." Yep, most preppers, real people. Definitely people from various industries. Oh yeah, that was. It's again, it's. I don't know. I think you definitely have to be open to what it is, and I don't know. You literally have to connect with it, for lack of a better word. But I think I from the get go, I was like, okay, I can get into this. If this is the game, then I think I am gonna enjoy the journey. But I don't know. And again, like most of the negativity was at launch. I think a lot of the people that bring it up or talk about it are the people that enjoy it, or at least like enjoyed watching other people play it. So it's I don't know. I think it has its definitely um it has the fan base. Like of course Kojima, everyone that buys Kojima games because Kojima and his team makes them, but on top of that, just other people trying it out. So I don't know if he's ever going to do a part two. I think he's already gone on record saying if he did, he'd want to do something not completely different, but he makes it seem like maybe the same world but like different characters. So maybe not the like Die Hard Man and Dead Man and Mama and Fragile and Sam, which could be cool. Especially since he's interested in making movies, which I don't know if he wants to do like a Advent Children in-house CG with like characters and stuff, like a Final Fantasy Spirited Away or the Ratchet and Clank movie that Sony made, something like that, or an actual like movie with real actors. Give them like a $200 Marvel Avengers budget. Which I don't even know how crazy that would be, but I think he'll definitely he has some time before he does his next whatever his project is. But I think I heard he's gonna do horror next. Oh, he should. He was so nailing it with PT. I recently replayed that too for Halloween. Just to get reacquainted with him, Del Toro and Reedus. But who knows? I'm pretty sure whatever he does, it'll be weird and kooky. A lot of people will, well, I won't say a lot. Some people will get it. It'll click for them. Others it won't. That's okay. Not everything is for everyone. But hopefully I'll get to enjoy it as well, because PT is scary. Yeah, oh yeah, as fuck. Yeah, that I don't know. It was on a whole nother level. Unfortunately the whole sinking and the falling through with the the with Konami. I don't know if they'll ever do something similar to that, and it's so scary. People still talk about it till now. Oh yeah, people are still figuring out like things how that game works and breaking it and finding out that Norman Reedus is actually rendered fully in game. You just never see him because it's first person, and that the witch or the ghost is behind you like all the time from the minute you start the game to the minute you end. She's just always behind you. It's crazy stuff like that. But like I said, I'm a big fan of Kojima. I play all his games, and I haven't disliked a single one. So, and I know even with the Metal Gear Solid, there's a lot of people that don't like Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear. So, or the Acid series, even the card game, Portable Ops. I think with all of his games, there's people that like them, people that love them, and then people that just like, not for me, but cool if you like it. So, I think it's cool that, I mean, there's a reason why he won best game direction at the VGAs this year. But yeah. Let me see. What time is it? Ooh, getting late for me. I've been awarded the title of Expert Handler. More successful deliveries will earn you greater trust and respect. You've achieved miscellaneous grade 20. You will now receive more likes. Yes. Moving up in the world.
Alright, until next time. Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Let's see. Yep, could have go to port not. Then there was the new weapon thing. Let me give 100. I have a lot of these. Nice chatting with you, Ego. I'm gonna go now. Sounds good. I'm also gonna be calling it a night. It's about to be 1 for me during the week. I gotta get up early. But it's really good to chat with you. Hopefully you, I wish you good luck on the platinum. Hopefully you get it, sooner rather than later. And hopefully I catch you again for another Death Stranding stream. You're more than welcome to come by. Like I said, this is like I relax, I travel the world, and I talk with the viewers about random things. It's one of those games where you could just shoot the shit and then still continue. So, no problem. But you take it easy. Hopefully I'll catch you later. And let me just save these crystals. And then let me save my game.
Thank you for your contribution.
We're in a club now.
And thank you for joining the club. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so you take care. But anyways, I think this is a good place to end tonight. I got the bike, I did some packages, I've learned a lot more of the game. I'm really enjoying things. Weather and the terrain are my enemies. I know that now. But I think the game is really starting to pick up. So we'll see what the next 10 hours bring me. But